to learn like a child to enter the kingdom of God.
Little children of God, like he's like, little children come to me at this one point in the Bible. I think that we're all children, even if we're like 8 years old, we're all still children. But to God, you have to become a child of God, not just a child in general. But I think becoming a child of God is one of the most important things you can probably do in your life, because that's going to not only start your foundation of Christianity, but build up so that, like, like, whenever you're in a rough time, you're just like, oh, I'm a child of God, so I'll be fine. He's like my father. He's going to take care of me. And fathers, and this father especially, has unconditional love for us, so you just have to become a child of God.
When God said we have to enter the kingdom of God, we have to be like a child, I think he meant that all the love that you get and all that, I think you need to use that like you did when you were little and you like kiss frogs and stuff, and then that's how you get into the kingdom of God.
I think that he meant by that is that he wanted you just to kind of like become curious and willing to learn and willing to know, and I wouldn't say like naive, but like kind of being like going into an unknown and just being open to anything that's been told to you, because it's kind of something that you can't really think through, like you can't really overanalyze it because it's really just it's faith.
Don't overthink things. Like I think adults overthink things a lot. They get so worried about things that are almost impossible. And to be like a kid, you don't have to overthink or anything. You just have to do what you think is right. They want to talk to God all the time, 24/7, and kids don't really think about that. They think about just knowing to do what's right instead of asking God. He wants you to know how to do what's right, not have to go to him all the time.
As a child, you're like at first developing your faith, you're able to make anything you want out of it. But as an adult, it's kind of harder to just change your faith in things because everyone already expects that faith of you that you've decided.
Once you get older, you worry about a lot of stuff. And as a kid, you don't worry. You know that like you're safe and you know that you're protected. You don't know why, but you just feel like you're protected. And once you grow up, like you kind of lose that. I think he wants us to know that we are protected.
When you're born, you haven't committed any sin yet. And so I think what God means is that when we grow up, the world and sin and mankind corrupts our hearts and our minds and our lives. And so I think he means to return back to that state where we're purely innocent and we can connect to God in the way because he is perfect and he is pure.
Like once we follow him and Jesus and believe in him, that we become his children, it's like an open gate to heaven.
Instead of being uptight and like putting on a show for everybody like you have to do as an adult, just like relax and be yourself and have a little bit of fun, and then take on the mindset of a kid, like question everything and don't take whatever somebody says like as the truth, and like ask around, ask questions, and see if something else really is the truth.
As an adult, you just kind of like, you have a whole bunch of other stuff on your mind, like work and all that stuff. As a child, you're more free to get deeper into faith.
Definitely when you're an adult, you have more time to grow your faith and grow your foundation and grow your Christianity. And so I think that maybe like being a child of God necessarily doesn't mean you have to be like newborn to like 9 years old. But I think it just means to have the maturity and to have the strong foundation of an adult, but have the love and just the innocence of a child, and just put those two together so that you can be completely focused on God and being able to relate to God.